How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another show. This is You Made Roscoe. I am he. I'm here with my partner in crime, OG Zoe. And today we're gonna be discussing crazy enough Vanilla Ice's importance in hip hop. And we're gonna be discussing putting a spotlight on just a few reasons why we think that he's overlooked. Just point out some of the things that people are overlooking as far as his importance. But before we get into that, though, OG Zoe, he's a master at coming up with these great clips, and he's gonna show us one. I don't even know how to pronounce this dude's name, whose song it is.
Forgiatoblow.
Yeah, but it has Vanilla Ice in it along with Rick Ross. So we're gonna take a little peek at Vanilla Ice's part in the song a little bit. So you can go ahead. So
$20 and he let me bring my gun in. Boom, what you gonna do now? Vanilla Ice in the mix, start to new now. What? Mac cribs, money stacks, so I still got them. Fancy whips, candy tracks, so I still cop them. Platinum goes, lace with facts, so I still drop them. Your favorite rapper, Ravy Ice, so I still top them. Got a sold out world tour, no stopping. Roll through Tiffany, do a little shopping, huh? Like to go fast anywhere, Lamborghini. Back to Night Rider, good times I dream of dreaming. Electrifying red carpet, y'all know. Call me Madden, cause my game is rocking them shows. The industry call me Stomp, I'm stepping on the toes. Build another crib by the ocean, I suppose. This ain't no dream, cause I get it how I live it. Alright, stop. That's how it goes. Living that dream, pouring on my track. If music was a drug, you know I'd be the buzz.
I love this. Stretching that lean, pouring on my track. What's his name? Forgiatoblow is the name.
Yeah, Forgiatoblow.
Yeah. Oh no, that's what's up. No, that's and it's good that like Vanilla Ice had bars too. You know what I mean? Like that was dope. But yeah, no, hey, y'all like that song? Y'all can go mess with that, man. That's pretty dope. But yeah, no, back to Vanilla Ice, man. Yeah, y'all might think that this is like us joking about it or something like that because. Especially if you like from my era in hip hop, you remember his introduction into the game, and of course he blew up and he made a lot of money off of Ice Ice Baby, the original song, and he was just like all over the place, but just based off that song, it just led into all those other things like the Ninja Turtle song that he had, but there was also something else that was happening at that same time with Vanilla Ice and the so-called purists of the hip hop in the hip hop culture was starting to look at Vanilla Ice in a negative manner and thought that crazy enough that he was making hip hop pop, and bringing it to the mainstream, and turning it mainstream when it was kind of this dirty underground thing that we were trying to keep to ourselves. But yeah, no, he was accused of that, and he's popping all this and that. And not only that, that was the infamous Arsenio Hall interview where he got called out for some things on that show. You could probably go look that up yourself just to get all the details about that. But before I get, because I've been spewing and we haven't given Zoe a chance to say anything, I'm gonna let him give his thoughts on the video first of all. What'd you think about like Vanilla Ice?
Yeah, I fucks with the video, man. Vanilla Ice is iconic. I mean, it's not really up for debate. He definitely has put his name out there and he's recognizable. Everybody knows Ice Ice Baby. Mm-hmm. And that's what you want when you want music. When you want music to flourish like it should, you want the popularity to be everywhere. It influences everybody. Like music influences everybody. Vanilla Ice definitely put his game in there. And if he didn't, I'm a big believer of like when you go back in time, if you try to change anything, you mess up other things you don't even think about. So if you take Vanilla Ice out the game isn't even the same anymore. You may have never had Eminem to not having Tupac with Death Row, like
yeah.
So like influence is influence, whether it's good or bad, but he definitely had a positive twist on it, and it's still working out for him.
Yeah. No, let's talk a little bit about what you just brought up. So with you know, his impact and what that led to. You know, because I'm sure most hip hop fans should be aware of the fact, if you're any type of historian, you know, or from that era, then you know that Death Row was pretty much started and bankrolled off of Sugeknight, pretty much intimidating Vanilla Ice to the point to where he would sign over his masters to, you know,
Had him over the building.
right. So he handed him over the masters to I guess the album that had Ice Ice Baby on it, and you know, Suge was able to use that money to bankroll Death Row, which we know in Death Row's case, Death Row had a very, very huge impact on hip hop, especially at that time. They were the biggest influence in hip hop, the biggest influence in hip hop when they finally came about. But all of the artists that come from under that tree, that banner, if you will, you have to really think back to the fact that, like Zoe said, if you kind of pluck Vanilla Ice from the annals of history, do we even get a Death Row? You know, I'm gonna let you give some of your thoughts on that, though. So,
no, I really do think that you don't get that. You don't have that other facet that would have been, that otherwise just happened.
yeah.
I mean, it's crazy to say, it's crazy, but if you really think about it, I mean, that's really what it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Once you take anybody out, no matter how much you don't like them, somebody else liked them, or somebody else was inspired by them.
Right. Yeah. No, I agree with that. I agree that you know, Vanilla Ice definitely being one of the first, he wasn't the first white rapper, you know, there was Beastie Boys, and you know, who was the third base was around before Vanilla Ice hit the scene. But yeah, no, he still was one of those guys that influenced people. And then, you know, he was dancing at the time and all that, which was popular at the time. And Hammer was making his name at the time off of doing the same type of thing. You know, I guess at that time they was accusing Vanilla Ice of kind of mimicking that too. But you know, that was just something that was a part of the culture at the time. Like, people were dancing at the time. We were making party songs at that time in the era. And then, you know, Death Row came along, and you know, everything became gangster. You know, it went from, you know, like wilding out on the dance floor to like just a little two-step
Scrambling on the dance floor.
You know, shooting
shit.
Yeah, right, shooting up the bud. You know, so yeah, no, it definitely shifted because of Death Row. And again, like I said, you know, and like Zoe said, you know, you pluck that one guy from history, and then we don't get we don't get the Chronic, we don't get Snoop.
No, you don't get the Chronic either.
Yeah, we don't get Snoop and Doggy Style. They'll
still be dancing in shiny suits.
all with the world-class record crew, you know. But yeah, no, you don't get all of the great soundtracks that came from that time, like the Above the Rims and all that. That's all Death Row. Man, like you said, the Eminems, the 50 Cents of the world.
The 50 Cent,
yeah. So like all the Dog Pound, you know, Nate Dogg.
You definitely wouldn't have Nate Dogg. You wouldn't have,
you know. So you can keep going with this, actually. And like, when you look at all of this, like all of that stuff that I named, basically, like if you pluck that one dude from history,
you could probably think of more. Definitely could think of more.
Yeah. So yeah, because you have to think about all of the acts that spawned from those acts. Then
Yep.
you know what I mean. Then they become another branch on the tree. So yeah. When you think about Vanilla Ice, man, I just wanted people, and we're not gonna, beat you over the head with this, and make this a long video, because
Just
I
think
don't think
about
it takes all that. But yeah, no, I just want people to think about like Vanilla Ice's like place in history when, he was kind of being disregarded and all that. But yeah, you have to think about the butterfly effect, and what that means. So if you take him away, then we don't get all that greatness that we got, including the greatness that he inspired on his own with,
And he's still somewhat relevant now. I mean, he's
as we
doing
can
shit
see.
with new artists. Yeah, and yeah,
No, he
it's
out here.
definitely
No,
been overlooked, and
yeah.
I think it's overlooked. But just look at the talent, look at the longevity of it.
Mm-hmm. And then you was telling me about like his business ventures and all that stuff. So
Oh yeah, man. I've been watching. I've been seeing him on TV. He been had like his own DIY show and shit on one of these channels.
yeah,
He be fixing pools and he got a whole he make money remodeling and doing other shit. So man, yeah, you got to be multi-talented, man. You can't just stick with one.
no,
Shit.
I'm happy for the dude. I'm not gonna sit here and lie and say like I was a Vanilla Ice fan. When he popped up, I was a young dude, and so shit, I was rolling how the culture was rolling. If they said that we was anti Vanilla Ice, that's what I was on.
Yeah, I just remember him from the little Ninja Turtle tape.
Which it was love to see in that video, like they had through the turtles.
Yeah, they had the original Ninja Turtles too, not the bulked up ones that they had.
Right. Which is definitely a shout out to Vanilla Ice. I can't picture no other reason why you would have Vanilla Ice there and the turtles. It's not a coincidence, So
he brought them.
Right.
He's still kicking it with the turtles, man.
He's still kicking it with the turtles. Yeah. So
no, but he's still relevant, man. He's been overlooked, and just stop and think about that, man. With anything, man. When you give up anything, you give up a lot.
mm-hmm.
Man, you may not even be thinking about what you be giving up, but be careful what you wish for.
Yeah. So with that being said, man, for any Vanilla Ice haters, anybody who wanna look down on his relevance and all that stuff, y'all probably want to take another look again and revisit the history just to see what his being here actually meant. So like, comment, subscribe to the videos, hit the notification bell. The page is You Made Roscoe, of course. You would know that because you're here. But the You Made Roscoe on Facebook is also available where we had a video. So you can go there, check those out. But anything you want to add, so?
No, I'm good, man.
Well, it looked like we good. Look like we good. We finna go hang with the turtles.